Hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Let's do it. Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is a comedy-drama film from director Martin McDonagh, Film 4 Productions, and Fox Searchlight Pictures. The movie stars Frances McDormand, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, Abbie Cornish, Peter Dinklage, and Caleb Landry Jones. In this darkly comic drama, a mother purchases 3 billboards to personally challenge the local authorities to solve her daughter's murder when they fail to catch the culprit. I gotta say, going into this movie, considering how specific the premise was, like it wasn't a mother whose daughter was murdered tries to get the cops to figure it out, it's a mother whose daughter was murdered takes out 3 billboards, etc., etc., etc. It was so specific that I was certain that this was based on a true story. It's not. Totally fictional. And the fact that it's not based on a true story is where I have a couple problems with the movie. We'll get to that, but overall, let me say, this is a great film. Frances McDormand is tremendous in this, no surprises there, but she's tremendous in this film. Having lived with the fact that her daughter was raped and murdered, and the fact that she never got the closure because the killer was never found, she's absolutely haggard in this film. She's also very caustic. She's also very, very funny. But when she does have her moments of breakdown, it's actually very difficult to watch because it is so true to life. It's so lifelike. Grief can be very, very ugly, and Frances McDormand does not shy away from that. Woody Harrelson plays the sheriff who genuinely wants to find the killer. He just doesn't have any leads. He's a strong man, he's a proud man, and he's going through something very harrowing in his own life. And Woody Harrelson manages to sort of juggle all that and keep it very genuine and true, while also being really funny. Sam Rockwell is great as this dumb, belligerent, racist cop, and it's really hard for me to not like Sam Rockwell because he's such a likable dude. He pulls it off here. I really didn't like that character. He wasn't supposed to. I will also say, there aren't a lot of actors in Hollywood who can play drunk really convincingly and genuinely. Rockwell pulls it off very nicely. Peter Dinklage is also in this movie. He's good, but he's barely in it. More on that later. This film is way funnier than it has any excuse to be given the really, really heavy premise. But it's really funny, with one major exception. Frances McDormand's character, prior to this film, divorced her abusive husband, and now he has like this 19-year-old bimbo girlfriend. Really didn't like that character. All of the dialogue in this movie is very, very lifelike, and then this one character is such an idiot. Every line almost comes off as like a one-liner, like a ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, and it does not fit the tone of the movie at all. The movie is also very profane. I have nothing against swearing. I swear more than I probably should in real life. Some people don't like it. I thought it worked. A lot of the swear words are punchlines in and of themselves, and it was great. However, I will say this. If you have a big aversion to the see you next Tuesday word, you might want to skip this flick. And the second act, I wouldn't even call it a problem that I had. It's more of just an observation because it did actually work. But the second act kind of veers off course and goes away from Frances McDormand's character over to Woody Harrelson's character. And we sort of don't flash back to Frances McDormand for quite some time, to the point where when we did, I was like, oh right, this movie's about you. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I got caught up in that other storyline, and it was a little bit jarring to go back in. I will say the Woody Harrelson chunk that they go off in, it really has a nice payoff at the end of the film. Now, like I said, I had a couple problems with this flick because of the fact that it's not based on real life. Let me expound upon that. When you're writing a fictional film, you can take any direction you want to go. You have carte blanche. When you're adapting something that happened in real life, you have to some extent, stay along the actual beats of what happened. There are certain things in this movie where I'm like, that was a weird decision because it just confused things. Or let me give you an example. Woody Harrelson's character is Sheriff Willoughby. Caleb Landry Jones's character is named Welby. Willoughby, Welby, they sound very similar. Yes, in real life, some people have similar sounding names, I get that. But when people were speaking, and some of them with their sort of thicker accents, gotta talk to Willoughby. I wasn't sure if they were saying Willoughby or Welby. At first I was like, are they both Willoughby? Are they related? It just seemed unnecessarily confusing for no reason. Peter Dinklage. I love that he was in the movie. He's Tyrion Lannister. Dude did not need to be in this movie at all. He gave a strong performance when he was in it, but he really didn't need to be there. There is one moment where he sort of gets Frances McDormand's character out of a bind, but that could have been any other character. It didn't have to be him, and then they try and plot along with his character and keep him in the mix, and it just kind of adds baggage to the movie that didn't need to be there in the first place. Now, don't go into this movie thinking you're going to get everything wrapped up in a pretty little bow, because this movie is trying to be as much like real life as possible. The ending is a little bit ambiguous. You're not exactly sure what's going on, and that's fine. I don't need everything to be wrapped up in a bow. But I kind of feel like because they weren't telling a real life story, it might have been a little bit more satisfying to have a little bit more closure at the end of the flick. But that's it. Really, I really enjoyed this film. I would be absolutely shocked if Frances McDormand does not get a Best Actress nomination for this. Would absolutely recommend Three Billboards to anyone who likes a good, dark, funny movie. It's got a bit of a Coen brothers kind of feel, and I believe Frances McDormand is married to one of the Coen brothers. I'm not certain of that, but I think so. It's a good flick. Definitely check it out if you like those kinds of things. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to give Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and I think I'm going to give Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri a...
I'll be deep in the cold, cold ground before I recognize Missouri.
Out of 10. Now, I want to know, I don't want to say the whole title again, because I just said it 3 times, and I'm a mushmouth, but have you seen this film? What did you think about it? What are some of your favorite, now that we're going into sort of prestige movie season, now that most of the blockbusters aside from Star Wars are gone, what are the more prestige movies that you're really looking forward to this year? Is it Darkest Hour? Is it All the Money in the World? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. You can do so by clicking the Courtshake logo at the bottom right of your screen. Thanks very much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Take care.